welcome from WXIA, producer and on-air reporter Ryan Dennis, and entertainment anchor Francesca Amaker of 11 Alive's hit morning show, Morning Rush.
What's up, everybody? Give yourselves a round of applause.
Y'all look so good. You know, we do entertainment, okay? So we're called the A Scene collectively. That's the entertainment franchise at WXIA. We created it ourselves.
You know, Francesca, this is my kind of party because everyone's dazzling, just like the nominees are in the next category.
Oh, yes, let's get started. Okay, you guys ready? I said, are you guys ready? We thrive off of energy, so I need to hear it from you guys. Are you guys ready? All right, so here we go. For outstanding achievement in lighting, location, production, here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to Tastemade's Dish, McCrady's Restaurant, Vincent Adam Paul, 7 Cinematics.
Low country cuisine is the foodways of coastal Carolina and Georgia, cuisine that was born in the rice fields. When I came to Charleston in the 90s to attend culinary school, I fell in love immediately with its cuisine. This restaurant called Hannibal's was behind the school, and I would sneak out in between classes and eat this beautiful low country cooking that I'd never seen before. Eating that crab rice at Hannibal's was one of my first introductions to the soul of this cuisine with such unique ingredients to it.
All right.
Congratulations. Let's give it up one more time for Tastemades.
All right, in our next category, for outstanding achievement in interview and discussion, here are the nominees. All right, and the Emmy Award goes to Teacher of the Year, Gwinnett County Public Schools.
My first grade teacher, Mrs. Wyrick, was just the sweetest, kindest woman I think I had ever met. She just had that gentle way of accepting me and kind of let me blossom on my own. That's what I want to do in my classroom. I want to make sure the kids feel encouraged to take risks and that it's a kind place for them to land. All right, go in and have a seat. When I first started in the special education world and I realized how difficult it was for kids to read, I thought, well, I've got to find better ways.
All right.
All right.
Congratulations to them. No one. All right. Gonna keep it going. All right. All right. That's fine with me. All right. Now for outstanding achievement in lifestyle program feature segment, here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to Atlanta Eats Bread and Butter Content Studio.
Why come to Char? You know, sometimes it's the beginning of the night, sometimes we come here for dinner, sometimes we come here after dinner. It's a great starting point and a great ending point.
Just modern take on Korean food with a cool, hip, sexy ambiance.
If you want to come here during the day and have brunch and listen to music, you can do that. If you want to come here for one drink and go home, you can, or you can stay for 12 hours.
Korean food is communal. Meats, sharing, everybody being able to come. It's the camaraderie and the dining experience.
All right. Now on to our next category for outstanding. Ba-da-da! All right. For outstanding achievement in general assignment report with no time limit, here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to Trooper Hunts His Own Family, Brendan Keith.
I would have been locked up. They would have been took out of one on me.
There's a word scribbled out there. Do you know what that word was?
No, sir. Idiots. No.
One of the last things is the use of the N-word in the journal.
I did.
There appear to be 2 G's in the middle of the scribble.
I know where you're going, but no, sir.
That's not the N-word.
No, sir, it's not. I am not a racist. I've used the word, yes. And I'm 61 years old. That's why we were brought up. Most of the time we said it didn't mean anything.
Well, it does mean something. And that trooper is no longer a part of the Georgia State Patrol, which means the good troopers out there protecting us are free to do so without the stain of an officer like that who for a career hid his secret agenda and even hunted his own family down using police computers. The other story that was in this category, Conduct Unbecoming, the original title, I'd have to cover my daughter's ears, so I won't tell you what it was, but it was something an officer said that he shouldn't have said. Jeremy Campbell knows because he made me change it. Thank you very much for this award. Oh, this is Mackie, back by popular demand, my daughter. Thank you.
We are so proud of Brendan.
Yeah, he just breaks it up.
He is amazing.
Incredible.
Y'all. Amazing. Okay, now for our last category. For Outstanding Achievement in Politics, Government, News Series. Here are the nominees. Can I get a drum roll? That's right, Ryan. Thanks for, Ryan always, okay. I got a real drum roll. All right, now, here we go. And the Emmy Award goes to Georgia midterm elections. Giancarlo, Cifuentes, Amanda Ramirez, and Univision. Oh, and wait a minute. It's a tie. Government arrest driver in a game of chance. Brendan Keefe, Jeffrey Reed, WXIA.
Tendrá un gran impacto en las elecciones de este año. Y hoy los electores han tenido la oportunidad de votar por su candidato favorito para representar a su partido en esas elecciones generales. Se acompaña en vivo con toda la información. Adelante. El ex senador Hunter Hill, secretario de Estado Brian Kemp, el empresario Clayton.
Off to Brown Roswell Police Department. You know how fast you were just going, ma'am? I'm so sorry.
Atlanta answer or Roswell answer?
Hold on.
Officer Brown opens a coin flip app.
Well, thank you for this. We also want to recognize Mariela, who did an amazing job with her show as well. And we just want to say thanks to our entire team. We definitely work with the best news team in the industry. Sorry, we're a little biased, but it's the truth. And we love you guys so much. Thank you for all the hard work you put in.
Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. This story went viral, everybody saw it, but it started with hard work. It really started with this defendant not even knowing that her arrest for speeding was decided by a coin flip until we told her, and then we helped her get the video that Roswell police refused to give her, and then it was seen around the world. And again, this is about the good officers. Remember, Officer Spotlight, who's probably out working tonight, is the one who gave us this story because he saw corruption and he saw leadership that wasn't doing anything about it. Systemic and institutional failures. That's our job. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners.
Please welcome to our stage Emmy Award-winning television producer, author, and violin survivor, Natus board member, Araya McGarry.
Are you all having an amazing night so far? You can do better than that. Isn't it amazing? Woo! Congratulations to all the winners so far and all the nominees. Great job. We're here for you to celebrate you tonight. So congratulations. Also, doesn't this room look quite smashing? Okay. Well, we have a surprise for you this evening. How do you like the centerpieces? Aren't they gorgeous? Anybody want one? Yeah, who wants one? Oh, just a few over here. All right, we're going to give it to this side of the room. Now, who wants one? Yeah, under the seat because I know in these dresses we're not getting under our seats, ladies, are we? No. So on the back of one chair at each table is a little blue wristband. So if you look back at that little handle, if you are sitting in the chair with the wristband, you get to go home with the centerpiece. Yeah! Congratulations! Woo! Stand up if you got one. Woo! Okay, congratulations. Woo, high five. Okay, I know it's photo op. Now I gotta round everybody back up. Okay, we've got some more winners to announce. Okay, are you ready for more winners? All right, everybody say shh. It's always hard to bring the ball back in, but that's okay. Enjoy them. All right, now the drum rolls, some more winners to be announced. The Emmy for Outstanding Achievement in Director Sports. Here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to Art Berger from Georgia Southern University and Eric Tapler, WYFF-TV. It's a tie.
Y ahora le toca a Georgia Southern de tres. Fenomenal disparo de la parte de afuera. McCadden con 3 puntos. Ahora toma el liderazgo la Universidad del Sur de Georgia.
A WYFF News Force Sports Special, Road to the Title. And now, your host, Brad Freilich.
A director is only as good as his people working with him. And the students that work with us at Georgia Southern have gone on to work at CNN, Disney, Turner Broadcasting, Harvard, Duke, and we're very proud of that. And so I'd like to encourage all of you. I came out of corporate. I was director of Turner Broadcasting's presentations to encourage and work with education. It makes a difference. Thank you.
Congratulations again. Okay, the Emmy for Outstanding Achievement in Promotion News Promo Campaign. Here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to Because Ben Bates, WXIA, WATL TV. Congratulations!
Hey, I got the ways to go. I got moves to make, call me, but I stay in the flow. So y'all just do what I say.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you to Amanda for letting us do something different and out of the box. Thank you to 11 Alive and John Duchesne. Thank you to the Morning Rush crew. Couldn't have done it without you guys. You make a product that it's easy to promote. It's easy to market. This is for you guys. Thank you so much.
Congratulations again. Okay, moving on. The Emmy goes for Outstanding Achievement in Crafty Specialty Musical Composition Arrangement. Here are the nominees. Woo! And the Emmy goes to Journey of the Whooping Crane, Red Turner, Anna Waylock, Red Sky Productions.
There are 15 species of cranes, and they live on all continents except Antarctica and South America.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Red Sky Productions. Thank you, Red Turner. Thank you, Greg Pope. Thank you.
And he also needs to thank his wife for putting up with him because he's an awesome man. And for a great program, during the Whooping Crane, thank you for this.
Thank you.
Congratulations, it's awesome. Okay, now for the Emmy for Outstanding Achievement on Camera Talent, Reporter, Specialty Assignment. Here are the nominees. Woo! Woo! I know people on that list. Okay, and the Emmy goes to Brendan Keefe, WXIA, WATL TV.
Police department. I smoked and smoked, and I can't get an answer to the door.
A police officer's wife. Shot in the head the night she was packing up to leave him. The officer's duty weapon found under her unconscious body.
Glock 40. Should have never done this. I don't know why.
It has been so long, trees have sprouted on what was once a scene of murder. The body and clues long since gone.
To be up here and see those names, Jeremy Campbell, to see Natalie, to see Matt Pearl, it's incredibly humbling. And to know the three of those nominees are because of John Duchesne and Jennifer Rigby and Tegna and 11 Alive. You know, when you work for 11 Alive, you get a big workout at the Emmys going up to this stage. It's the only exercise I get every year. Thank you.
All right, we got some more. Are you ready? Okay, the Emmy for Outstanding Achievement in Public, Current, and Community Affairs. Here are the nominees. And the Emmy goes to Return to Vietnam, GSU TV. Woo!
I had no idea what the hell I was getting into other than I knew I was going to land in the middle of a war.
My daily thought when I woke up in the morning was first to thank God I was alive, and then how am I going to get through today?
It's going to fill in a blank spot. That's what I think. I think it's going to fill in a blank spot in my life.
This has a special meaning to me, being a Vietnam veteran. And we couldn't have done this show without Ahan, my producer, who is from Hanoi, and Ben, our editor. So I would like to accept this on behalf of GSU and GSU TV, on behalf of all the Vietnam veterans who are finally getting the recognition they deserve. Thank you.
I love the selfie, that was great. Okay, and now, the Emmy for Outstanding Achievement in Investigative Report within 24 hours. Here are the nominees. And the Emmy goes to Buford School Board Shake-Up, Jonathan Carlson, Rihanna Youngmer, Eric Colton, WGCL TV, congratulations!
As the sun set on a recent evening at Buford City Schools, the hurt and pain was still rising inside.
I think we're all finding our way through this really difficult circumstance.
A school board meeting last Monday, which at first seemed to move on from the scandal of the summer, quickly turned back to trust.
I'm going to turn around because I'm not talking to them.
Parents and taxpayers not looking to the board for leadership this night, but to each other.
In order to understand anybody, you have to listen.
Buford has been trying.
Well, thank you very much. That's a surprise. Thank you to Brendan for letting us have this one. I'd like to recognize a couple of people, my beautiful wife, Jessica, and of course, the Bulldog team here, all of whom have to put up with me every day. We have a great team at CBS 46. I'm proud of the work that we're doing. Thank you very much.
I also, sorry, this is my first nomination and my first award. My parents are here tonight. I would not be here without all the things they've done for me. Large and small, I'm on this stage because of you, so thank you.
She keeps the trains running on time. She's amazing. This guy, he's out there yelling at people all day. He's great. And how many of us have covered a school board meeting and it just won an Emmy? Come on.
Congratulations once again. And now I'm getting off the stage and taking off my shoes. Have a great night. Thank you.
Welcome to the stage, Natus board member, 9-time Emmy Award-winning journalist, and founder of Avi Communications, Paula Rodriguez.
Buenas noches, good evening, congratulations. As a board member, I want to give a warm welcome to all the Spanish media. I'm very happy because this year we are more. Good luck to you all. So, for outstanding achievement in sport interview discussions, here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to Iron Moe, Maria Taylor, Caitlin Hummel, Chris Gilmore, University of Georgia, and nuestros bravos, tercera temporada, Héctor Severín, Telemundo Atlanta.
What was it about football that made you kind of fall in love with it?
It's like a gladiator sport, one of those sports that the camaraderie, I think, is a lot different. There's a lot more people. You have more people from different backgrounds. One player can't win or lose a game, so it's truly a unique game.
Artista, Rubén Blades. O sea, para mí es uno de los mejores.
Wow. This is the third straight year we've won this Emmy with the Atlanta Braves. Thanks to my wife and my kids, always there for me. Thanks to the Braves, the Telemundo team. You guys are awesome. Everybody in the Atlanta Braves organization, Adrian Midley, who is no longer with the team, Franco Garcia, who is the interpreter, Jonathan Kerber, Adrian Williams, every single Hispanic player who I've ever interviewed. I can be a pain in the ass sometimes, but they go there, sit down, and let me do the interview. So, thank you.
On behalf of Maria Taylor, who couldn't be here tonight, she wanted to send her thanks. We thank her for being so willing to work with us. She was one of the only ones who Mo trusted to tell his story, so we thank her for that, and we also thank Mohamed Mascoy for letting us tell his story. It's very great if you don't know it. Thank you.
Congratulations. For outstanding achievement in arts entertainment, here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to Lee Ann Culver, Soul Stories Told with Corkor, Mutiny Artwork and Pineapple Cut Pictures, and Mutiny Artwork, and Pineapple Cut Pictures.
How many artists do you know right now that are rich, or even that are doing really well? And then ask yourself the same question about doctors or anybody else. There's a reason for that. There isn't a plan in place for an artist to easily excel. Sort of archaic business plan. You create something hoping that it will be interesting to the public.
Take yourself out of your mind for just a moment and try to think about someone else. We all are going to go through the same things throughout life.
Thank you so much for this privilege. Thank you, Connor, Matt, JP, Alex, and thank you to my parents. They are immigrants. Representation is so important right now, guys. If there's one thing I can tell you is please tell your stories, and that's our mission at Pineapple Cut Pictures. Thank you.
Congratulations. For outstanding achievement in promotion, news promo, single spot, here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to BCH Boulder, Antoine Kendry, Doreen Kina, David Talarico, WGCL TV, and Immigration Portal, Diego Silva, Judith Martínez Cruz, Mundo Hispánico.
MundoHispánico.com presenta Somos Amigos, un portal de inmigración donde podrás encontrar videos y artículos que te ayudarán a mejorar tu vida en Estados Unidos.
Entre a Somos Amigos y aprenda cómo
After
realizar...
last year, I really wasn't expecting this, but thank you very much. Thank you.
It's definitely a team effort. All the credit goes to Antoine, very creative, and we can't do what we do without the team we have, so congrats.
Righteous. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you so much. I want to thank God, Mundo Hispánico, my wife that is here, supporting me and my family that they are in the distance, but they are with me. Thank you.
Felicitaciones, Diego. Congratulations. For outstanding achievement in Health Science Program, Future Segment, here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to Bronco Goes to Camp, WSB TV.
It's a summer ritual for nearly every child, packing up for summer camp.
He wants me to ask a girl to dance.
But this trip to camp is very special for Bronco Reese. He's a heart transplant patient, taking his first long trip away from home.
This is kind of wild for me. I'm a newspaper guy and do films, and want to thank the WSB TV family. Definitely want to thank the leadership at AJC, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. I got to thank my wife, my kids for sacrificing, giving me up to do what I do. Got to thank, this would not happen without the brilliance of Curtis Compton and Helena Oliveira. And I would be remiss if I don't thank the Reeses and Bronco who shared their story about a young kid who beat cancer and a heart transplant. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. For outstanding achievement in politics, government, news, single story, here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to Cheerios of Wheat, Andy Pierotti, Luke Carter, WXIA, WATL TV, and Handcuff of Hero, Brenda Keefe, WXIA, WATL TV.
The judge changed Stovall's original 12-month sentence to 57 days' time served in jail. And the day after Independence Day, we were there when Stovall got his freedom back. How you feeling?
Like a new man.
The vehicle has overturned a couple of times. There is entrapment. The doors will not open.
The female is unconscious.
We couldn't get the doors open.
They're going to need lifelines.
All right. First of all, I'm honored to share the stage with Mr. Keefe, who's been up here a few times. And, I just want to say this goes out to the gentleman that we helped get out of jail. He had the book thrown at him for something that just a few counties over is completely decriminalized. And we were able to put pressure on the legal system and actually get him out of jail early. So this is for him and for anyone else who's been unjustly put in jail. So thank you to 11 Alive for allowing us to do those kinds of stories. They're really important.
He and David Brooks, the hardest working men in television, I'll tell you. A year ago, I was on this stage. Where's Mackie? Okay, great. A year ago, I was on this stage and I dedicated my Emmy to my two brothers who had passed away from cancer. And last fall, we lost a third, my brother John, to the same disease. And he said to me before he died, he said, these awards don't mean anything. Every second with your children is precious. And so this is my reward tonight.
Beautiful. Congratulations to you all. Muchísimas gracias. Felicitaciones a todos.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Natus Southeast Board member Eric Ludgood of Fox 5 with a very special announcement.
Good evening, everyone. Music sounds great. Earlier today, the Atlanta City Council issued a proclamation in honor of the 45th Annual Southeast Emmy Awards. On behalf of the citizens of Atlanta, the council recognized Natus Southeast for its tremendous service, setting the gold standard for the TV and digital media industry. The city looks forward to continued impact. Now, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms has a message for all of us tonight.
Good evening. I'm Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 45th Southeast Emmy Awards, honoring the best in local TV journalism. Congratulations to all of tonight's nominees. The work you do throughout the year is an essential public service that keeps our residents informed and our democracy strong. In the challenging environment of today's social media, it's more important than ever for the public to be able to rely on the balanced, fact-based reporting that you provide. I also want to thank the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences for all it does to train our young people for jobs and careers in your exciting profession. As a former broadcast journalism student, I know your support of the next generation of news anchors, reporters, and producers is greatly appreciated. Thanks for being in Atlanta and have a great night.
Welcome to the stage, longtime Natus Governor and National Second Vice Chairman, entertainment attorney and commentator, Darryl Cohn.
I always say it's better to be a commentator than not a tater. But in 1974, they call me a sit-down comic. When you hear me, you sit down, but that's okay too. In 1974, we were together. 45 years later, 2019, we're still together. We don't know how long this game is going to go on, but forever and a day, all of us will be together. Yeah, that's for you, that's not for me. I'm going to take executive privilege for a second. One of our Emmy presenters is my daughter Riley, who's in the Honors College at Northeastern majoring in media. So if you happen to see her over there wearing a purple dress and you see a dad who's really proud, that would be me. You've been welcome tonight, but let's take a very quick journey through the years. 1974, I was old, I was 30, I knew everything except what I didn't know, and now I realize I knew nothing. I was a legal chair then on the first Natus board, and several of us flew to New York on WSB's private jet, and it was a heady time. A gentleman whose name it's hard to remember, Ted Turner, I think, was part of us. And Ted was at the top of his game, as he always was, and he took us to dinner. And in those days, a male in New York, his attire was a coat and tie, nothing less. What he wore below that, who knew? So we walk in this restaurant, it's early November and the weather is warm. Ted does not have a coat nor a tie. The sport coat was easily remedied because the restaurant was accustomed to people, not necessarily Ted Turner's, but John Jones's. And they provided him a sport coat. And they said, let us give you a tie. And he said, no, but I do need a paperclip. He reached in his pocket, pulled out a $100 bill, folded it up into a bow tie, affixed it to his shirt, and there his bow tie was. If you want to hear more, I'll talk about that later. That's the part we can talk about. So, what a story. He was always original. He was always unique. We, at the time of our first Emmys, had 3 television stations in Atlanta, and we were the Atlanta chapter at the time. WSB, WAGA, WXIA. Our first president was Don Elliott Heald, who at the time was vice president and general manager of WSB TV, then the NBC affiliate. Our first Emmys, broadcast live at the Colony Square Hotel. You won't find it there anymore, but it's cleverly concealed as a Westin now, or as I think a W. Larry Lowenstein, who was one of the producers on the Ed Sullivan Show, and his lovely wife Joyce, moved to Atlanta, and Larry was our first producer. I was legal chair then, and I'm glad to tell you we weren't the loser of any lawsuit. I'm legal chair now, and we still haven't lost a lawsuit. What I should mention is we've never been in a lawsuit. And frankly, those are the best lawsuits, cases that are settled without lawsuits. So the years flew by, and they flew very quickly. Each year, one of the network affiliates, NBC, ABC, CBS, televised us live. Then Turner and GPTV became part of the mix. There was a year in July when it was 100 degrees outside. We had the Emmys in the old Omni on ice. Part of the staging covered the ice. We were cool, they were hot, the Emmys were good. We've always adhered to black tie for men, whatever black tie means, and formal gowns for women. We had 300 members then, and now we have 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and we're moving up, and we're getting better. Because every year we bring you the best that there is in television. Only because of you can we bring it to you. We've had past presidents, Don Elliott Heald, who I mentioned, Paul Raymond from WAGA, Jim Kitchell, who was with Turner, Sophia Kateris, as well as the woman who you've heard from earlier this evening, the fabulous, the terrific Evelyn, who I call Evie Mims, and the list goes on. We've had the privilege of showing off Atlanta for 2 national trustees meetings. And I remember after we just received the bid to host the 1996 Olympics, Jim Kitchell, who was never known to be brief, spent about 3 weeks one afternoon showing us every ditch, every place where every Olympic venue was going to be, but it was fun. Since 1991, the venue where you are now, when it was the NICO, has become the home of the Southeast Emmys. We thank the Grand Hyatt, we love the Grand Hyatt, and we hope you do as well. Some of our hosts, Jeff Foxworthy, David Letterman, Alex Trebek, George Clooney's dad, Nick Clooney. And as a time, we've always had no problems with the Emmys, right? There's never a last-minute problem. The shoe never falls until one afternoon, Evie and I were flying back from New York for national meetings, and we got a call, and they said, our host is ill in the hospital. We need to redo it. So Port Wilson, who is here tonight, has written the show tonight. Yeah, he deserves that because he rewrote the entire show in 1 hour, and they were stuck with Evie and myself as the co-host, but we enjoyed it. Some of our activities have included Cinema Club, which for years was incredible. Membership activities such as TED Talks. And I take you back to one really great evening at WAGA when we had a psychologist. And I'm going, psychologist talking to TV people? I mean, we're all crazy, but we don't need a psychologist to tell us that. And they told us, this gentleman told us something that I will never forget. Please jack yourself off more, please. I'm not sure who that was or what you said, but I choose not to hear it. That psychologist said to us, when you're driving down the freeways in Atlanta and somebody cuts you off, think of yourself as being on the Chattahoochee River in a raft and nobody means to do it. We've stood for excellence for 45 years. We are going to continue to stand for excellence as long as there is a television, as long as the media exist. You cannot know how proud I am of this chapter. You cannot know how proud all of us are of all of you in this audience. The board, with Jeremy Campbell as our president, is doing an incredible job. The board has always been the heart and soul of our chapter. Evelyn Mims is the heart of our chapter. Thank all of you for standing with us. Thank all of you for being here. We look forward to seeing you for many, many years to come. And now I'd like for you to take a look at a video of 45 years gone quickly.
Welcome to the first Atlanta Emmy Awards telecast ever. Well, this is a really glittering show. We're here in the basement of the fabulous Fairmont.
To show you how well the hotel is doing, I looked at the date on the wine bottle and it was Tuesday.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Georgia Television's annual Love-In.
If I ever thought that Captain Kangaroo would be giving me an Emmy, wow! There it is, kids.
Also, I hold the record for being killed the most times on In the Heat of the Night.
The only difference here is that there are going to be people that receive Emmys and people that have a big gaping hole where their heart used to be.
What we do has got to be framed in such a timeline that we can make the 6 o'clock news.
That I get to work with the best photographer in the whole wide world.
How lucky am I?
Please welcome former Atlanta AFTRA president and current DeKalb Entertainment Commission commissioner representing SAG-AFTRA, Barry Stoltz.
Okay. For the outstanding achievement in investigative reporting, no time limit, here are the nominees. And we have a tie. Had a couple of those this evening. The Emmy Award goes to Dientes de Leche, Mina de Oro, Amanda Ramirez with Univision, and The Secrets Inside a Corrupt Police Department, Brendan Keefe, Jeffrey Reed, WXIA, WATL TV.
Nosotros investigamos.
Mommy, look, I lost my front tooth.
A todos en nuestra niñez se nos cayeron los dientes de leche de forma natural. Era una experiencia que muchos niños esperaban con ansias.
Hi there, Brendan Keefe. How are you, sir? When did you first learn about the intentional freezing of a 13-year-old boy?
Brendan, I've told you that the investigations, that instance being investigated, and I'll get back with you when the investigation.
Thank you so much. I'd like to thank the members of my team that helped me with this story. Janka helped me a lot. Eddie, thank you for your support. Jorge, Brian Dominguez, who isn't here but did an amazing job editing. Shaylee, and almost everybody pitched in. The legal department really helped me a lot too. But I would like to dedicate this award to my beautiful daughter, Gianna. She was born 4 weeks ago and is at home with my amazing husband, Roberto, who's taking care of her tonight. So this is for them, my beautiful family. Thank you.
Joining us up here on stage is Jeff Reed, the amazing executive producer who created The Reveal, the show that we do every Sunday at 6, and he's just amazing, and he has no ego, so I make up for that. And but I want to say something. Randy Travis is an amazing reporter who won the Peabody for the story in this category. And mad props to Randy Travis, because a rising tide lifts all boats. This entire market, this entire chapter is doing the best work in the entire country. Multiple Peabody winners, Jeff Reed, Andy Perotti, Brendan Keefe, Randy Travis, in this market, and more to come. Thank you.
Next, for outstanding achievement in breaking news, here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to two more winners. C-130 Hercules plane crash, Giancarlo Cifuentes, Amanda Ramirez with Univision, and officer involved shooting, Victoria Spechko, Tanya Brown, Devon Roming, WPDE-TV.
Comenzamos nuestro informativo hoy con los detalles de un trágico hecho que ocurrió cerca de Savannah, Georgia, y en el que, según los informes, murieron al menos 5 personas. A eso de las 11:30 de la mañana de hoy, un avión Hércules C-130 de la Guardia Nacional de Puerto Rico se estrelló poco después.
This is the scene behind me. This is the closest that we could get, guys. It's right across a cornfield. Vintage Place is a very upscale subdivision in Florence County.
We'll continue to monitor the scene here as things unfold and more detail.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Thank you to all the team that worked on this breaking news, Jonathan Orillo, Mariela Carrasco, and all the people behind the logistics for us to be able to send a crew to Savannah to make this happen and make it into the 6 p.m. newscast. Thank you, the management and the news team. Thank you. Have a good night.
You prepare for a day like October 7th, but then nothing prepares you for a day like October 7th. I am so incredibly proud of the team at WPDE. I'm proud of you, Devon, proud of Tanya, who could not be here today. And we accept this award and we remember Terrence Caraway and Farrah Turner, 2 of the 7 officers who died that day. The other 5 were injured. Thank you.
For outstanding achievement in news specials, here are the nominees. And guess what? We have another tie. Oh, ties are good. I'm not wearing one, but oh no, different. The Emmy Award goes to Georgia Local Elections with Univision and Little Man Lost, WXIA, WATL TV.
Tonight, we go in depth on 3 investigations already drawing millions of viewers online on 11alive.com.
And we begin with the horrifying death of an elderly woman, a resident in a nursing home.
One medical examiner says he believes she was essentially eaten alive.
Entre dos simpatizantes de los candidatos.
Esta nueva estrategia de ella, y es una de las razones que desde que antes que se declarara
Carlos, definitivamente la alegría ya se...
So congrats to our entire team. I think elections night is one of the best moments we have. We love covering elections. So thanks to everybody that helps us on those nights. Dacelis, Fernando, Shaylee, the entire team works really hard and I'm incredibly, incredibly proud of them.
Yes, and also to our producer, Dacelis Martinez. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Making Little Man Lost was absolutely riveting. It's a pinch me situation that we get to do what we do as a team, and that's all because of 11 Alive and Tegna, their investment in innovative journalism. And it's because of the people at 24, Table 24. We're surrounded by our parents and our significant others and their infinite support. So thank you to all of the above.
And now for outstanding achievement in on-camera talent. Performer, actor, narrator, or program host. Here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to Francesca Amaker, WXIA, WATL TV.
I'm Francesca Amaker, reporting to you from Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. What was it like and how did Atlanta aid in your performance and deliverance of this role?
Well, Atlanta was very good to us.
Palm trees are just swaying in the wind, and we're looking at least 86 degrees right now, which is why my shoulders are out. Listen, everyone, everyone deserves a good selfie. Give me something, Cooper.
Okay, all right. What could I tell you that no one knows?
Talk to me about the special effects, the behind the scenes, the bromance, everything.
We really did everything. There was no stunt guys.
Who knew there was going to be such a thing called the Social Media Awards 10 years ago? Tyler Perry saw something. He said, this is a niche. Oh my goodness. This is my first Emmy ever. This is so cool. Let me be quick, okay? I have some things to say. It took me 13 months after graduating from Vanderbilt University to get a job out of college, okay? I sent my emails out to over 300 news directors, not thinking that I was good enough. It took me 5 years to find a home where I was good enough. They appreciated my authenticity. My news director, Jennifer Rigby, John Duche, they told me to live out loud. They said, wear your natural hair on screen. It's not distracting. They said, be who you want to be, and now I'm who I am. Because of them, I was able to create a franchise, an entertainment franchise backed by Chris Von Seeger, backed by this entire Morning Rush team. And thank you so much to my producer, Ryan Dennis, who is my second-hand man. He has helped create who I am. And I just want to say, Mom and Dad, they're sitting over there. This is dedicated to my mother and father who watch every single morning. Thank you. Thank you.
Talk about getting it in 30 seconds. That was great. All right. For outstanding achievement in spot news, here are the nominees. Once more, a tie. The Emmy Award goes to A Really Rough Night, Adam Murphy, Eric Carlton with WGCL-TV, and Wilhelm Liberation, Irene Diaz-Bazan, Raymond Tadeo with Telemundo Atlanta.
The signs are everywhere of a really rough night in Fairburn, Georgia.
Wow, what a mess.
You can hear it pow, 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 pow. Debris that begins at John Huston's home never seems to end. It goes from here to here and even here.
Se abrió el enrejado que lo detuvo en el tiempo y por fin vio la luz de la libertad. Se fundió en un abrazo con su gente, misma la que no pudo ver durante 3 años. Wilhelm Gil Barrientos, el joven guatemalteco quien fue...
Wow. Thank you so much for this award. I'm very excited tonight. Thank you for Telemundo Atlanta, my last home, one of the best newscasts in Atlanta. I would like to dedicate this award to my kids and to the immigrants, to our community, Latinos. Thank you. This is for my country, Peru, in South America. Thank you.
You always hate to have to cover breaking news, you know, when it's a tragedy like a tornado that we had to cover. But working with a guy like this, where you can go out there and you have 4 hours to tell a story and you can actually capture what these people went through, and you have a reporter that's a teammate, a true teammate, and writes a story that conveys what really happened to these people, it's a true honor. And it's a privilege to work with this guy. So, thank you.
And by the way, it wasn't a really rough night for us, but I will say this, you know, this guy captures moments, and he's taught me so much about storytelling, and that's what it's all about. You can report and you can tell a story, and I couldn't do it without this guy and the staff at CBS 46. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Welcome from CBS 46, reporter and host of the popular Astrid in the ATL, Astrid Martinez.
Thank you so much. I want to congratulate Francesca, and it's an honor for me to cover the red carpets with her. What we're doing here with entertainment is so exciting. We're pioneering that. So I want to thank both of our news directors for that, because I know that journalism is about advocacy, but it's also about entertaining and letting people know how much more we are similar than different. So thank you to Francesca and our news directors. Okay, so I have the honor of handing out the next Emmy for Outstanding Achievement in Promotion Program Single Spot. Here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to People of Alabama, Tamika Moore, Lauren Musgrove, Amanda Koramabadi, Red Clay Media.
I think everybody have a hidden talent.
I never had a chance to go anywhere or do anything that I felt glamorous.
So I'm doing that at Walmart.
I've had a friendship with Lucas for approximately 8 years. He grounds me to what's real.
My scars show where I've been and where I'm not.
Wow. Everybody has a story, and it is such a privilege to be able to tell the stories of everyday people, just like all of us in this room do every day. So we're incredibly honored for this.
And I would just like to thank my parents that came here tonight to support me and our group and all of the other supporters in the room tonight that help us do what we do the best we can. Thanks, Mom.
Congratulations. Now for Outstanding Achievement in Commercial, here are the nominees. Okay, and we have a tie. The Emmy Award goes to Dig Local, David Saich, Ben Mulkey, Fiasco Pictures, and No Te Quedes Callado, O Seas Marroquín, my friend Angera Rivera, and Spectacular Media, H3 Media.
Can you dig it?
This Emmy goes to my mother, this commercial was written because she, like many people, work tirelessly at menial jobs that are so hard and don't ever complain when they're injured because they're afraid, or because in my mother's case was very loyal to her employer to the point where she was debilitated completely for life and never ever did anything. And that's why we wrote No Te Quedes Callado, which in English means speak up and say something. And that's who this Emmy goes to, and everything that I've ever done in my life goes to her.
Bueno, esto es por toda la gente luchadora y trabajadora. Arriba los latinos. Yeah.
Wepa. For Outstanding Achievement in Editor News, here are the nominees. Okay, it's another tie. The Emmy Award goes to Brendan Keefe, WXIA, and Brian Dominguez, Univision.
Then right here, the leash breaks, and the dog goes back and grabs his hand and holds him now for another 8 seconds. 2 attacks, no commands to apprehend.
Del gobierno federal no son las primeras que se presentan contra Benevis y Quizmiles. 2017, cuando le dijeron que su hijo necesitaba tratamiento para 2 caries adicionales a las 2 para las cuales habían pautado la cita de ese día. Según él, la confirmación de sus sospechas de que obviously not Brian, he couldn't be here, but he wanted me to thank everybody and thank God for this award. And I also want to say that I'm very honored to have been able to work with him on this story. He did a really amazing job and just makes me very proud. Thanks.
Whoa! Sorry about that. No, editing, people, it's editing. Now this is Mackie's baby, Hunter, who's now world famous in Atlanta. Editing is where the magic happens. This is the award of which I'm most proud. I've won it for the last decade, and it's the one I strive for because editing is storytelling. Just like writing is storytelling, just like reporting is storytelling. It's about it all comes down to the edit. So for the reporters in the room, make sure your photographer editor, if it's not you, has the time to edit. Don't take a day to do the story and give them 20 minutes to edit. Thank you.
For outstanding achievement in on-camera talent, reporter, general assignment, here are your nominees. So I am so excited because my station had 37 nominations this year, and one of those goes to Adam Harding. Woo, woo!
The toys are king.
By the power of great score.
This is where his imagination comes to life. Martin's always been a little artistic, a little creative.
I'm just drawing some crazy creature.
He began drawing on those childhood memories, illustrating to the world it's okay to think outside the box. Or in this case, outside the toy box.
Use your imagination. So whatever toy can be.
I just really love toys, so I thought that could be a fun story to tell. I just wanted to... There's another Adam at my station who I tend to compete a lot with, and I have the utmost respect for him and all the other reporters in the room. And there was a photographer this last year who has stepped up to the plate. Her name is Erin Coker. She's here tonight, and she has done a hell of a job making sure that we put on good television under the astute chief photographer, Eric Sanders. So thank you to them. Thank you.
Adam Harding. Sorry. Okay, for outstanding achievement in sportscast, here are your nominees. Okay, ready? 7 Sports, Cotton Bowl Christmas, Todd Summers, Kirk Thaner, WSPA TV.
About 2 o'clock Eastern Time, the Tigers arrived at Jerry World in Arlington ahead of this afternoon's Cotton Bowl matchup versus the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. More on that game in just a bit. In Charlotte, the Gamecocks playing without several key players, including playmaking wideout Deebo Samuel, left tackle Zach Bailey, and defensive stars Javon Kinlaw and DJ Wanham, among others, and it shows.
Todd was unable to make it here tonight, so I'm bringing this home for him. Todd's a hardworking dude. I'm sure he would want to mention his wife, Christy, his sons, Jackson and Cooper, and how proud they are of him. And I know that a few minutes ago we found out one of our coworkers passed away today, former coworkers, and I know he would do this in honor of Rob. We love you, man. Miss you.
Hey folks, we just wanted to say thank you for treating us so good up here. This is Chris Burrows on the drums. He's doing a great job. Tim O'Quinn on the bass. Tim O'Quinn and Will Menafield on the keyboard. And my name is Joe Granson. We just got a little 45-second trip for you. Come fly with me. We'll fly. Let's fly away. Hey now, if you can use some examples in a bar for Bombay, come fly with me. We'll fly. Let's fly away. And you can sing if you know it. Sing with me now. Come fly with me. We'll float down to Peru. Don't you know in Lava Land there's a one-man band and two is blue for you.
creative and Emory grad, who also happens to be an anchor and multimedia reporter at Fox 5 Atlanta, Marissa Mitchell.
Hello. I hope you all feel as half as good as you look, because if that's the case, you're feeling really, really, really good. Congrats to all of the winners and honorees tonight so far. You all hanging in there? All right, we're going to keep this party going. Our next category for Outstanding Achievement in Magazine Program, here are the nominees. And the Emmy Award goes to Alabama's beautiful Cahaba Lilies Red Clay Media.
Submerged in the rocky shoals are the seeds. When they bloom, they sing. Springtime is here. Year after year, the blooms appear, and we celebrate their beauty.
Thank you so much. This was one of the most challenging and rewarding shoots I've ever been on. We camped overnight in an island in the middle of the river against gnats and mosquitoes and all sorts of things. And I had an amazing crew with me. Jernard Archibald, Catherine May, and Hunter Nichols were just incredible. And our company, I want to thank them for allowing us to do a project like this that used so much time and resources, as well as all of the environmental caretakers and people that help make the Cahaba Lilies continue to survive today. Thank you so much.
Next up, for Outstanding Achievement in Community Public Service Single Spot, here are the nominees. And looks like we have ourselves a tie in this category. A tribute to our fallen heroes, Christopher Wink, Austin Hittel, Atlanta Falcons, and Brother Wolf, Katie Damian from Angry Unicorn Entertainment.
I just want to give a quick shout out to the Falcons. They do a lot to thank the U.S. military and everything they do. Rise up.
Next up, for Outstanding Achievement in Video Journalists, here are the nominees. I know this is a tight one. All right, here we go. The Emmy Award goes to Matt Pearl, WXIA.
It is one night. A night where donors worth millions fill the house for a fundraiser.
Enjoy the show.
A night where the stars
Come on, y'all.
prepare to make the house buckle.
Lord, we come to you today to say thanks. I ain't got nothing to shake off right now.
In 1 hour, Christian Finley will sing a solo.
You're gonna have a hell of a story. I keep saying that. Why should I have a hell of a story?
Brendan, what happened, man? What? I first of all want to thank Brendan because he continually raises the bar, and I'm surrounded by video journalists at my station who are incredible to watch. I want to say that I became a father back in February last year, and I think there is a point when that happens where you wonder, like, am I ever going to be able to focus and do the work that I want to do again? And it's just so gratifying to be able to be up here and do the work that I've been able to do this year and to have the support in the room and at home. And I appreciate it. And Karen, I love you, and I thank you, and I thank you.
For outstanding achievement in photography, short form, nominees are the Emmy goes to Justin Willon with Oak Film Company.
Out here is more than a job. It's who we are. It isn't about clocking in and out. It's about the work, overcoming obstacles, and getting the job done. In this world, nobody has time for close enough. We've got specs to make. We need it today, and we need it right. We love the work, but your success is our reward. To know you have the screens you need to keep your plant running. Producing faster. Producing more.
Wow. I'm not Justin Whelan. But this is, and he's the talent for sure. Thank you very much. This is great. I'm going to be so brief because it's gotten late. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is my last category of the evening, and I just want to say again, congratulations to everyone, and to remember that you are in the room. If you take nothing else, you're in the house. You're here, and we're celebrating excellence, and just take that with you as you move forward in telling stories, and it's my pleasure to be here this evening. All righty. For outstanding achievement in sports, one-time special, the nominees are speaking of excellence, we got another tie. Atlanta United Inline MLS Cup, Telemundo, and Dylan Strong, Christopher Wink, Austin Hittell, Atlanta Falcons.
De traje de gala y nos da muchísimo gusto entrando por esta puerta a ver si podemos algunas imágenes llega precisamente el Atlanta United preparados para este encuentro y la gente los recibe de esta manera, no obstante de que hay poca gente en estos momentos.
When I walked through that and seen them jerseys in there, I broke down. I ran over to my locker so fast.
Wow, what a crazy night that was when Atlanta United got that first title, right? First title for Atlanta since 1995. How about that? But this was a team effort. I mean, excellent producer here, Ricardo Rodriguez, joined the team, helped us out. The man, the myth, the legend, Jorge Buzo, who's over there running. Justy Diaz, our cameraman, the most passionate Atlanta United fan in the world, and our cameraman. He was there too, he helped us out. The Telemundo team, as always, thank you. My whole family who's in Venezuela. Again, I can't forget about you guys. I got you right here with me. Thank you, and I don't think I had enough time.
I just want to say this is my first Southeast Emmy, so I'm very happy to be part of the Telemundo. And thank you, Susan, and all the team for this award. Thank you.
For those of you who don't know the story of Pike County football and Dylan Thomas and his family, it's pretty amazing to see football come around a community, and to tell that story was really awesome. So, rise up.
We are proud to welcome to our stage news director from Atlanta's leading news station, WSB-TV, Misty Turnbull.
Good evening, and congratulations to all the nominees and all the winners. Let's give them all a round of applause, guys. Big night tonight. All right, so let's get going. We'll go here first for Outstanding Achievement in Editor Program. Here are the nominees. It's shocking, but there is a tie. All right, first up, Martin Luther King Jr., Iban de Miguel, Univision, and Paul Thorne, Mississippi Public Broadcasting.
Could you turn my vocal down just a little bit in my ears? Of course. Just a tad, please.
Thank you so much, Jetty.
Y fue a través de la protesta no violenta que la lucha de los derechos civiles logró las mayores victorias para los ciudadanos afroamericanos.
Well, I'm not Iban de Miguel, but we work together on this special. And Iban de Miguel, you have seen him for the past 90 years. He comes up and receives like 20 Emmy Awards every Emmy season. He's one of the most talented people that we have on Univision. I'm heartbroken because this is the first time he's not here with us, and I am so proud to accept this on his behalf. Thank you. We are a family, and Ivan, we miss you tonight, but the Univision family is here to receive this on your behalf. Thank you.
Okay, we'll keep going. For Outstanding Achievement in Director, Live, or Recorded Live, here are your nominees. Digging that music, all right. And the Emmy Award goes to the Schuler Awards, Anthony Marshall, Georgia Public Broadcasting.
Étranger, stranger, clic-clic, Suzanne, je suis enchanté. Happy to see you, live à Rochester. Welcome, bienvenue, welcome in Cabaret.
How do you follow that, right? I am not Tony Marshall. If Tony were here tonight, he would want to thank me. I'm kidding. He would want to thank Craig McMahon, Sarah Clay Linville, everybody at the Archbridge Foundation, and the incredibly talented high school musical theater students across the state. Thank you for helping him direct a great show.
Next up for Outstanding Achievement in On-Camera Talent, Reporter, Live, here are the nominees. XIA is like Alabama tonight, so sometimes you're kind of rooting for, you know, whoever else. So Adam Harding, WGCL.
This right here is the Tropical Taste restaurant. We know that because the sign is sitting in the parking lot here at this strip mall in Albany, and we are looking at this damage. Karen, it is so incredible to see how much damage there is right in this small South Georgia community. Look at the roof right here, just ripped right off of the front of this business here. I want to walk with you and show you just the amount of damage that we're seeing. And keep in mind, Karen, this is just one area here in town. We're seeing sites like this everywhere. In fact, homes are ripped apart, trees are down everywhere, and power last night.
Thank you. Thank you to my family who's here and cheering me on. About 3 years ago, I joined the morning show, and a reporter told me it would be the biggest mistake of my career because I would get no sleep and I would do nothing but fires and meaningless live shots. I never approach a live shot like that. Every live shot is unique. I never script anything, and I think my photographers hate that. but I just believe in the power of bringing the viewer. Yeah, Marcus is like, nah, it's good, it's good. Hey, listen, we're all celebrating tonight, so this is to everybody in that category. That was a tough category, so to all the other nominees, thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, for Outstanding Achievement in Sports Program Series, here are the nominees. Two winners in this category. First of all, Fanaticos Hispanos, Mundo Hispanico, and Kirby Smart, All Access, University of Georgia.
Los Acereros de Pittsburgh son uno de los equipos con mayor tradición dentro de la NFL. La pasión por sus colores y por su leyenda es algo que se transmite de generación en generación en sus fanáticos.
Venimos de Guadalajara a México, exclusivamente a ver el juego, desde 1970, cuando Terry Bradshaw, Jack Lambert.
It's a rivalry game, and I think that a big part of that is being at your best when your best is needed.
Where is this team right now in relation to where it will need to be to reach the playoff and do some damage in it?
We know they can run the football. This last week we saw them really run the football really well, but I think offensively they have to find ways.
Thank you so much. Primero que nada quiero agradecer a Dios por estar aquí, a mi esposa, a mi hijo, a mi nuevo hijo que está en camino, mi esposa está embarazada. Y gracias a Mundo y a todas las personas que han confiado en mí para estar hoy aquí. Muchísimas gracias.
Thanks so much. After all this year working with him, and it's so hard, be traveling all weeks, and this is the moment when you said it's worthy. So thank you so much.
¡Y viva Venezuela!
So first off, I'd like to say thanks to Kirby Smart and the Georgia football team for giving us the access we have all year. We love doing this stuff. It takes our entire life, honestly, for the entire fall. So I'd like to say thank you to my fiance back there, Allison, for putting up with me through the season. And we're excited to get this season going. So go Dogs.
Okay, one more for me here, and just again, congratulations to all of the nominees. For me personally, I am very proud of all the work that goes on, not just in Atlanta, but across the Southeast. So I hope that you will take a moment and toast yourselves tonight. You should be proud. And so the last one tonight, Interstitial. Here are the nominees. Georgia on my mind. All right, and the Emmy Award goes to Dangerous Color, bringing color to the table, Mutiny Artrix, and Pineapple Cut Productions. Pictures. Pineapple Cut Pictures.
It started off in a junkyard in a famous place in Atlanta called Star Metal. I was wandering around one day and saw these old rusty shelves, and I was just kind of staring at them thinking, maybe there's something there, maybe I'll make some little coffee table out of it or something. They're all rusted together, and it was quite a lot of work to try and get them, separated. So I started to walk away, and I turned around and thought, maybe I will. I'll make something out of this. And that's what I did.
I don't know if anybody knows what Mutiny Artworks is. It's a collective that we started years ago, 5 years ago on the West Side. We started with absolutely nothing. We now have 145 artists that we build studios for, small businesses, and these guys have told such a perfect story, let people know what we do, and it's just been amazing. So thank you.